So hello guys, welcome back to our YouTube channel. Today I will be discussing to you how to I will be showing to you how to install Docker and Docker Compose with just using a shell script. So here is the shell script. I will push this in the repo. I will put the link in the description. So every line has a comment on what's its purpose, so you can just read it. The most important here is just this line here. So you must visit this link and then get the latest version and replace this line, this version here. So let's check the link. Here I opened it here. So the latest version is 1.28.2. So that's what I put here. So let's try this shell script in action. But first, I have a DigitalOcean account and I made a droplet Ubuntu 18.04 server. So here's the server. I just putty in it using putty. So let me show you. I will close this first. Here's the putty. Then I use SSH key. So I just save it here. So if you don't know how to make it here, we'll make another tutorial for that. So just click this. Then root account, then the password I made. There. So this is a fresh installed Ubuntu server. So if I check Docker version, so command not found, also Docker Compose. So still not found. So let's copy the shell script. So do nano sh. Let's copy this all, then paste. Then to make it executable, let's change the permission or ownership. Let's do the command sudo chmod -r 7l. Let's check the file first. So there's the file. So to change the permission, sudo chmod -R 777, then the file you want to change the permission. So it turned to color green. So to run the shell script, just / then the name of the shell script. So let's run. I will not forward this because it's just quick installation. Let's go. Let's just wait. So while it's installing, so if you must have a server here. Also there are many server provider here. Cloud provider, also UpCloud. Try this UpCloud and the AWS. UpCloud. Don't know other providers, so just research. So the installation is still going. So first in the repo I also pushed samples using Docker Compose and Docker Run here. So in the Docker Compose we will be trying to install Postgres database. So you must have knowledge about these Docker commands and Docker Compose. So if not, you can just comment if you have questions below. So the installation is still going, but it is close to finish. So it's done. Here's the Docker Compose version and the status of the Docker. So let's check the version. .rv. There's the Docker Compose. So successfully installed. So let's try checking the containers. So no containers yet. Oops, excuse me, something full. So let's try the Docker Compose. So let's copy the files. There's the Docker file. Docker file. So you must have also basic knowledge of Ubuntu server commands. And you will be trying to connect to this database. So to build this Docker Compose, let's do this command: sudo Docker Compose build cache. Then we will just wait for it to build. Must be quick because it's a cloud server. Then it's done building, so let's just run it. Then detach. So it's running. Sudo Docker ps. So here's our Postgres. So let's try connecting to it. Here's my database manager. So we'll be connecting a PostgreSQL. So Docker test. So for the host, we will be putting the public IP of the server here. So port is exposed in port 542. Just use the default. Then for the username, let's check the Docker Compose. The Docker file username is this, then password here, and this is great. Test connection. This is successful, so it is successfully installed. So here's the database. So next is we'll be using the Docker run commands. So here we will be installing Nginx. I changed the port to be exposed, so let's try it later. We'll be using the default port 80. So let's run it here. We'll be just pulling in the Docker hub, the image. So when we check the container, so it's there, exposed in port 4050. So let's copy this again, then 4050. There's the Nginx. So let's try to change it in the default port. So we will not be, port 80. So we will not be putting any port anymore. So to delete the containers, just rm, then the name, and just put force so it will stop, then delete. So no more. Let's change the port 80. Sudo Docker ps. There, the port 80 exposed. So let's just, when we refresh this, it will be error anymore because it's not exposed in 4050. Let's remove the port. There. So it's working now. So that's all, guys. Thank you.